Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Sup, dudes?
We
All
should
right,
have started
so
this a second earlier. We've been talking for like good
yeah,
30
we're
minutes.
fucking
Yeah.
dumb. So
Yeah.
that hello from everyone you heard that was
That was
uh,
interrupting
quite
the
artificial.
conversation because I'm like, why
Yes,
are
yes,
we talking right now? Like,
yeah,
this is how we had the idea for the podcast because we just kind of like fucking we can just ramble
We
about
just
shit.
bullshit it.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Alrighty. So, does anybody have any talking points this week?
I had one, but I didn't write it down, so it's gone.
Fuck.
Is that helpful?
Not especially. I guess one talking point could be that Jeremiah's a forgetful retard.
That's true.
He can't keep his
I
own
mean-
ideas in his little pea brain,
Dude, ideas are hard.
like my dick.
And I'll say, fuck. But, what about hobbies? Like what
Hobbies.
kind of hobbies do you guys have?
Not a lot at the moment. I got my white belt in Wing Chun on Sunday. That's fun.
Nice.
Pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, it is.
Also, for our listeners out there, Jeremiah's going to a really well-respected dojo that just happens to be in semi-rural Missouri.
Yeah, I know.
Because
That dude's
why not?
fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
the
I was real
dude's a
skeptical
fucking
walking
badass.
into a Wing Chun
He's a
school 'cause,
legend.
like,
Yeah,
everything I've read about Wing Chun is that it's not actually useful. He definitely found a way to make it useful. He can 100% fuck people up, and it's kind of crazy to watch.
yeah.
Especially when
The
he just
stories
allows
that
door
Jeremiah's
fights.
told me
Yeah,
are
you can just
crazy,
have
yeah.
anyone can just walk in and challenge him. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've yet to see him hit anyone or anyone hit him. Like, he doesn't hit people. It's weird. He just like touches.
Yeah,
them.
the dude's like a real life agility carry.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's
no
if you
fucking
think
joke.
about it, that's what Bruce Lee was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Someone maxed the fuck out of Agi. I gotta make a good. That could make a good meme. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, that actually could be. Yeah, that's not bad. Level 25 6-slotted agi carry.
Fuck. So, isn't Wing Chun just kind of like bone martial arts, or what exactly?
It was
That's actually
so
not that bad a way of putting it.
Wing Chun's more about like better leverage and angles while you're like fist fighting. I guess it's like I don't. It's
Yeah.
There's a lot into it, but to sum it up, like it was invented by a woman to fight people that were stronger. It's more about like redirect.
Stand?
Yeah, it's more about like less direct blocks and stuff, and trying to like
Okay.
let them move where
Yeah.
you want. Like there's a lot of things in there where they hit at you. When you go to block it, you don't even stop it. You just let it keep moving, and you while you're
You just deflect it, yeah.
yeah you
Yeah,
move
just
into position.
Yeah.
The most of the bone
That's
fighting stuff
fucking
is
amazing.
kind of more useful, honestly, against like boxers, because like Master Lee says, like
Oh,
if
yeah.
someone has a really good jab and they're messing with you, just to like strike your forearm against theirs, because he's one.
Oh, because
one,
of
he broke
yeah,
someone's
the-
hand doing that.
Yeah.
Because like if they're a good boxer, if they actually know what they're doing, they don't tighten their hands until they actually hit. That's how they manage to hit so fast. Because if you tighten up your hand, it tightens up your forearm and stuff, and you can't hit as fast. But anyways, yeah, they keep their hand loose, but you can fucking just break their hand if you get it the right time. Actually,
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, yeah.
what's his face? Donnie Yen accidentally did that to Mike Tyson when they were filming. When he's doing that elbow block thing, he fucking struck Mike Tyson's hand and broke his finger.
Jeez. I like Donnie
And
Yen.
it's more about like more exploiting like weaker parts of the body and stuff. Like I mean, it doesn't
Yeah,
really
and-
matter how strong you are. A punch to the throat is a punch to the throat. A kick to the balls is a kick to the balls.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you ever been like accidentally punched in the balls by like a toddler? They weigh like 30 pounds and it feels like you
Also,
got hit by a
just because
truck.
you got
Like,
weight
it's-
on you doesn't mean like your bones are very strong or anything necessarily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Not
not
at all.
necessarily, no.
Like I don't know, dude. It's crazy. I've watched Wing Chun people just like break boards and stuff with it. I mean, it's a proven thing. Just look at Tai Chi. That's a well-known martial art that does bone training, and it fucking works. My favorite video is a guy in the street attacking a Tai Chi fighter, and He just stepped forward and like real quick did a jab with his leg, hit his shin against his shin, and broke the other guy's shin.
That's oh gosh, that's
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
bananas.
You can't fight
Amazing.
that. Like, what do you even do?
Nah, you can't.
No.
It's like a gun that's so powerful that all other guns in its presence just don't work.
So does
Fuck.
MMA and boxing suffer from the same thing like football does, where like the more padding and stuff has just led to worse injuries because it's like less over time, you know?
I don't know. I didn't
Well,
actually know that.
like studies
I
right
don't
now
know.
are
Thought
showing
about
like
that.
rugby has less injuries than football because the stronger they make the pads,
Well-
they just keep hitting even harder.
Yeah.
Like they have
Yeah,
less like
just
immediate
escalation,
injuries, like
yeah.
someone just fucking dying, but like they have
Yeah.
much more players
So,
have
yeah.
like severe brain damage and stuff.
Well, speaking of that, one thing that's really horrifying to people who play football professionally is after a lot of concussions that you will incur, eventually you'll just get really angry and agitated for no reason.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah, and then
Like
you
you're
just
doing-
like you.
Or like
Yeah, I
Hayden's
mean, you're doing
roommate and
brain
just blink
damage.
out for fucking like 40 seconds.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and it's a lot of both of that, and it's really bad because then like I don't know if you guys watched anything. I watched a little bit last night. I was at Sharky, but fuck. But anyways, there was this guy who got hit in the head with a fucking leg, and like it
Oh,
was
jeez.
yeah, like this guy just fell into him,
Oh,
smashed his
jeez.
head. And that's preseason, and people like that have that happen at any point, and they live lavishly because they're making that money, and then they have to return to like the normal workforce because of the damage.
Yeah.
You know, football. The NFL specifically is a rather disturbing institution.
It really is.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
I mean, at this point, with all the information, players have to kind of know what they're getting into now, right? I mean, I wouldn't
I-
take brain damage for that money, but like,
no, and I wouldn't either.
No. I wouldn't.
plus,
It's-
I mean, like,
it dep-
also, you also got to think from the mind, someone who's reached that point is not just talented; they're really fucking good and work hard at what they did. So if it's like,
Yeah,
it's basically asking, well, you fuck up your
Yeah.
body for your passion, and a lot of people might say yes if they like it enough.
yeah.
I mean,
Or they're
that-
young and dumb and they think that they're invincible.
That
I
too.
feel like that
Yeah.
happens a fair amount too.
Yeah, probably a good mix of both.
Yeah, like that really is just a very common problem among young men, like that just
yeah, that and a
Pathetic
lot,
ones,
a
yeah.
lot of, and it's although it is a recreational like job, it's still a
yeah, there's still a ton
Job,
of
I mean,
training.
technically-
Yeah.
and because of that, a lot of stuff they need you for your neck down,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's and then it's like if you want
Yeah, yeah.
No, players have actually straight up been told that. We need you for your
Yeah,
neck
I
down.
mean-
Yeah.
well that and also like especially think about the
I guess it
military,
depends what, like-
especially early on.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the military's required like you to not be retarded. Like actually a lot of it, honestly.
Yeah.
The retards didn't.
Oh
do well.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
no,
mean-
retard stuff.
I mean yeah,
My job
Yeah,
especially,
retards don't
dude,
do-
we had to memorize so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the term retards don't do well,
Applies to everything.
but
Yeah.
I know football.
Cut out, so I was finishing your sentence. I think that's what you said.
Or I said I don't know football.
Anyways, getting slightly off topic. Hobbies.
Yeah,
So-
hobbies.
Jeremiah, was that as much as you had to say, just
I,
like John?
I guess so, dude. I don't really like get to do a lot. I guess I study Russian and shit. That's kind of like
Yeah.
that's
It's a
Yeah.
hobby,
fun.
I guess. Yeah. Like you're furthering
Yeah,
your
it is.
education,
Oh,
but you're not like paying for it. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, it's something you enjoy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Obviously,
So,
games for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I guess for me, I don't know. I sort of like rotate through hobbies. Like I'm rarely doing like two hobbies at once, if that makes sense.
I
That's fair,
Actively.
no, I get that.
Yeah.
I get bored of shit real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've done quite a bit of woodworking as a hobby.
Nice.
Never really for much profit, but no, I've made a variety of things. I don't consider myself to be a real master in any trade really, or in any aspect of woodworking, but I do consider myself well versed and generally more knowledgeable than average.
Yeah, like you
well-read.
actively. You act.
Definitely a bit of an armchair woodworker, not gonna lie, but it's taught me a lot of
Speaking
things.
of which, we
honestly,
need to make my fucking wooden dummy.
yes, we do. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't take
Okay,
the
I was
planks home.
talking to
Yeah.
someone else
Yeah.
there, and they're like, when you were saying it'd kind of be a little bit, they're like, it wasn't that much. They just like picked up some random fucking log to use for the base because it didn't even really matter. The legs are
Yeah, I
really
guess
the
we
only
could
thing
just
we.
use log, yeah.
Yeah, the legs are the only thing that need to be somewhat good. Not even the leg. The leg can be cheap. You don't actually really hit that at all.
Yeah.
But the arms need to be probably decent. They have broke those before, so I figure maybe I'll get to that point. But I don't know. It depends.
Yeah,
on the wood.
probably.
Depends
Yeah,
how-
I figured. Yeah, I figured what I would do is I would just drill some pretty big holes into um, the torso, basically, and then take some like good hardwood rods of some sort, oak, maple, probably maple, honestly, just for strength, and then sort of taper them.
Well, when are you
So
not
they'd fit.
doing anything? Like, is this a lot we need to like buy? Is it something we can just go down to Sutherland's and just pick up?
Yeah, we can probably go to Silence, pick it up.
Well, shit. I don't know. What are you doing on
Yeah.
Saturday? Want to woodwork?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah,
Hell
fuck
yeah,
yeah.
that should be fun.
Need a good excuse, yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, Noah,
I
you never hang
shouldn't
out
be
with
in
us.
my
Do you
parents'
work
way.
Saturday?
I'm okay. So I turned 21 yesterday.
Oh,
Oh,
dope.
nice.
So
Dope. So you
Yeah.
can buy me liquor now.
and myself. So this upcoming weekend, I until you're but so this upcoming weekend I'm going to Wichita for a bar crawl.
Hell yeah.
But after that, fuck yeah. Actually, I was wanting to know if because I write a lot, but also as a hobby, I really wanted to get in a fucking car.
Get into what?
Myself. Working on my car myself.
Yeah.
And you guys have experience with that?
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
And
like for simple shit, you can YouTube like spark plugs and stuff. For complicated stuff, I just watch videos, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what I
and
want
I
to
mean
do.
since
Yeah.
You can do a lot
Yeah,
of it. I mean, me and Patrick literally were watching the YouTube as we did my valve adjustment.
Yeah. It's a great way to go, yeah.
Now, anything complicated, if you're
makes
wanting to
sense.
like learn to boost and stuff, literally like just read. Don't stop reading until you feel you understand
read
everything.
nonstop.
Okay.
There's
so
so much
you need to-
conflicting opinions and everything. Like you just
it's real
yeah,
bad.
there really are. It's it's
like
really
there's
terrible.
so
like
many
how...
people who like do not give
like
good advice.
I'm
on,
confident I know enough. Like I wouldn't do it because I don't have the money to blow up my cars, but I'm pretty sure I could just slap a turbo on. I get the basic idea of how to plug hook everything up properly. Like
tuning would be a different.
I could
a different
eBay
story,
turbo.
but,
The thing is, I don't know what parts to get. I don't know how to tune it. Obviously, I don't even know where to go to tune it around here. I don't know how to I don't know the really good proper ways to do things. Like I understand how to just make it work because every fucking video people doing on YouTube is either way over the top and expensive or real sketchy.
Yeah, but there's so much misinformation about boosting and stuff. Like the way that people try to make it sound like to beginners is okay, especially with Hondas and other
Hondas will just blow the fuck up though.
They will if you do it incorrectly. The thing is they're one of the easiest cars to turbo.
Well, it depends what engine
one
you're
of the
talking
easiest
about
types.
too. If it's an H series, you have to rebuild the whole engine before you even put 2 psi in it.
I mean, depending. Some of those actually can take I guess 7 psi, and they'll be fine for.
I don't know. It's kind of a gamble.
Yeah, it really is.
There was someone on the forums that managed 9 psi on a stock Prelude for a year.
And that's pretty good, actually.
I don't know what that German was you told me, but that applies.
Oh, wait, you said that word I told you?
Yeah.
Oh, Baraka? Yeah, it's
Baraka.
Yeah, just something that just works inexplicably. No visual explanation, no scientific
just
explanation. It
works.
just fucking works. It's specifically like a machine that like just like shouldn't be working. I mean, it's like the same thing as like one of the most common types of strong engine failure that I've seen Hondas fail, but still like keep running is like blowing holes on their blocks and like blowing rods and shit. They just keep
I
fucking
still
going.
love
Like they just won't
Andy
die.
driving with 2 dead cylinders.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
real.
that's
People give the Coyote motor a lot of shit because of like lifter tick and a few other things, like the valves clicking and shit. But honestly, they're good motors. They really are. They do have a few weird failure points, and they also have some points on them that, like, they're not known failure points really, but like you do have to address.
Speaking of failure points, I'm
If
excited
you go
for
to a
my
certain point.
Miata with a new engine, basically.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool, honestly.
yeah, that's gonna be rad.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
sad.
but no,
the
if-
next big thing I really
So
wanted
okay,
for it was a
so what
fucking-
exactly?
Oh, there was
What exactly?
oh, Kaylin's driving on the highway and there was no coolant in it. Like, well, like it started
Okay,
overheating.
I remember,
And she did
yeah.
the thing she's supposed to. She turned on the heat and she just tried to get like 30 more yards to her fucking driveway.
Yeah,
And did not make it. There was actually no coolant in it. Radiator was bone dry.
Jeez. Yeah,
She
that's
started.
fucking
She was
insane.
kind of worried that it was bad when no heat was coming out of the heater.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was bad. Engine's fucked. Andy's rebuilding all of it from. The
That's
only
pretty
thing
awesome.
left new, and
Okay.
it's gonna be the block
yeah.
and the head if the head's fine. But we're gonna remachine it, or he's gonna remachine it.
Yeah. But no, yeah, no. If you ever do boost a car,
I want
I'm
this
not
so
even
bad.
gonna like boost mine. Honestly, I just want
Yeah.
quality of life shit for that because it gets up good. The only thing that I do
Yeah.
want to do, I've read about it on like the Crown and stuff.
the what?
J-Mod. J-Mod. Oh, on the Crown Vic forum.
Okay.
But
Oh.
What is the
it's
Is that like
so
it's naturally aspirated? It's like an exhaust mod, isn't it?
it makes it so that way fuel inject. I can't remember. I think transmission fluid flows better throughout it. It just widens the
Wait.
the holes on it a little bit, so it shifts better. So, I
Interesting.
mean,
Hold on a second.
it just has a. It's really common on Mustang GTs, and they have like
Okay,
the same
yeah,
engine, and
yeah,
it's
never
recommended
mind.
for.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something different.
So, I've got a question on your P71. I don't actually know if the P71s came with this, but does your P71 have dual exhaust or single exhaust?
Honestly,
Just like how many tips? Is it just one tip at the back?
the exhaust is really far fucking under there. Really like.
Oh
Yes,
yeah. Oh, is yours like tucked up higher, like you can't see it?
Oh yeah, I can't really see it.
Okay. Well, shit.
And I
okay.
think it's deep in there. I think it's so that way
Yeah.
like. It's
And
less
what
that you
year is
can
yours?
see
What
from
year is yours?
2006.
Okay.
So it's
So with
I
the
have
dual exhaust, it should be making like
Well,
230.
is that one of the mods because of being a police car?
I don't know.
I don't
I know that some Crown
I-
Vics and other Panther platforms had that on there.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. I just haven't. I guess I'll check it out.
Yeah,
That's a good but yeah, no. Mostly from the being a car, police car is the Spotlight, of course. It's fully wired up, so if I want to put automatic seats in, all I have to do is get them from another '92 to 2011 Panther car, including
Damn.
a Lincoln Town car and a Mercury Grand Marquis or Marauder.
Marauder seats.
So I know my
Fuck
life
yeah.
is busy when I look at my fucking YouTube, the social thing, and there's like 70 emails in there.
Damn.
I've not
Fuck.
watched any YouTube.
Damn. Oh man.
The suspension brakes. I mean, the performance brakes. Probably one of my favorite parts about it. It's like it's a that, and also just so it accelerates
That's good.
very fast. It's really
It's a pretty torquey
It's
motor.
it really is. It's like it's barely any shift from how you put your foot to how you accelerate. But I like it. It's nice. It's gonna last for fucking ever. At least the engine.
Yeah. So actually, I want to do the math on. So I went up to Emporia, Kansas today, which is about a 2.5 hour drive, or not today.
Okay.
This last weekend. And I took my S10, and I had 2 bicycles in the back, and like some luggage and shit. So let's see. It's like a 108. Excuse me, no, 100. It's like a 110 mile drive. So multiply that times 2
for
plus
2.5 hours.
Yeah, you have to stop a lot. There's you have to take like Highway 54 quite a way, and then up through Kansas 75. So there's a lot of places where you have to slow down. So yeah, that's why.
That you also have
it can be done in like 2:15, which is
yeah. I was gonna say my drive's 97 miles, and it's fucking an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna add.
I'm
gonna add. So 220 round trip, and then plus like 30 for the in-town driving. So that's 250 miles. Whenever I got back to town, I had 3/4 of a tank. Let me see how big an S10 fuel tank is. Come on.
What is it you're mathing out? Like how much gas you used?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
You know what I'm happy with? I'm not working any more 14-hour shifts this week.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so they have a 20 gallon fuel tank. So okay, and actually, I'm actually going to bump that up to about, let's say, 220 plus 40, because I've also been driving around in town. So 260 divided by, it's actually more than a quarter tank, so I'm going to say 14.
Oh, by the way, that guy didn't buy his 4-wheeler, so I didn't get my sold.
That's gay. So I got about 22 miles per gallon in a V6 pickup with 2 bikes in the back, which was adding significant drag because they were sticking up above the cab. And with my windows down. I'm pretty happy with that, considering it's a big 4.3 liter ancient.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Iron. Yeah, it's real fucking good. That's like the combined mileage of the 4-cylinder S10s with a 5-speed.
So I know something.
Dude.
Okay, you reminded me of something when you mentioned this wind drag. I'm gonna bring up an argument from freshman year of high school that we had in science class, that the science teacher was on the opposite side of me, and I'm still pretty sure she's wrong. So what we were saying, I don't know how this came up, but the argument was that if you put a trampoline in the back of a moving truck on a highway and you jumped on it, you'd be fine. Like you wouldn't go, like the wind wouldn't knock you off. So
it definitely would.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Because I'm like, she was saying, she's like, the wind doesn't make enough of a difference to really move you that much. Is what she's trying to say. And I'm like,
that person has no concept of
arm outside the window? Like,
yeah, and just like lift it up, like you can just feel it, like just start to swing.
If you flatten your hand out, like it can hurt your arm.
Yeah.
Like pushing it the wrong direction. Like it would like maybe you could jump at an angle and you'd be fine. But, like, you'd have to play with it a little bit, and I'm not taking bets on you figuring it out in the first few jumps and not dying.
No, that's silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, the second... Like, there's so many ways to, like, disprove that and just
be fair, it wasn't, like, a real science
silliness.
class.
That's fair.
Take real science classes freshman year.
Do you have physical...
Yeah.
Or what is... Okay, yeah.
It was Mrs. Pitts. I love Mrs. Pitts.
Okay, Mrs. Pitts is probably like...
She's my favorite teacher, but she's wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. That's generally... Yeah, that's completely true.
To be fair, there was multiple science teachers I've met that were very adamant about being right.
when they were definitely
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to
One-
be fair, like that's probably they probably have like some confirmation bias there. Like I've been right most of the time, so I'm just gonna be a fucking dick about it.
That's
Yep.
fair, dude.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of a terrible trend, but at the same time kind of funny, is the amount of history teachers that are only history teachers because they get to coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is way too prevalent.
Yeah, it really
I
is.
mean, it's
and that's the
it's-
thing. Like, I think that's probably been why it's been fairly easy to kind of manipulate history because it's like you just got some fucking Chad in there and he's
Dude,
just
would
like
you- would
reading
you-
from a textbook.
he's just like football.
Would you not?
Yeah.
Okay, if they're like, you have to teach a subject and you're just like, fuck it, I would go for history.
Me too, because
You
it's
really just gotta
I
read
mean-
it from a book, low key. Honestly, you don't have.
Yeah,
to
and that's
actually
part
know
of the
that.
problem.
Yeah,
like,
it's just-
if a
And
publisher
two,
wanted to, they
history's
could
really
really get away
fun
with.
and you can make history really fun and interesting if you're like creative, like Mr. Miller was.
Yeah.
yeah, and he was pretty rad. But
History's fucking
I wish
awesome.
we
to
learned more cool
learn about.
history.
History is.
Or in school.
Yeah.
I've learned most of the
Yeah.
coolest parts of history. What's got me interested in it is mainly Reddit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Reddit and YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a
Feeling
little
pretty
taller
good.
than average if you get what I'm saying.
Haha. I get it. Little elevated.
Yeah, a little elevated, man.
Also,
So-
Minions still to avoid
Yes.
So last week we talked about
translate.
the first. Yeah, we did. We talked about like the first death from vaping. Didn't
By the
we?
way, I said you make my dick
Yeah.
hard with your game performance.
Oh yes,
Okay,
Poppy.
sick. Fuck
So
yeah.
so the
Okay.
the vape shit.
Yeah.
So it sounds like what it is. It's not like nicotine vapes at the moment. Like what it is.
Doesn't really
Is
matter if
THC.
Minnesota or wait.
Oh, okay,
It
yes.
wasn't
Yep,
Minnesota.
the
It was Michigan.
So-
Michigan, yeah. Michigan
okay.
bans.
so carts, THC carts in
Yep.
a non-legal state are
Yep.
fucked because you have no idea of knowing
Yep.
what's in there.
Oh yeah, the
And
only
because
reason
of
I've ever
that-
bought them was because I knew for a fact from the person they came
And-
from California. Or call what's it? It's I don't remember.
I mean,
which state
One
it
of the
came-
leagues.
yeah.
Yes. One of the
What,
leagues.
a legal state, man. If it was from Washington,
Because it's actually
Yeah.
regulated there. You're not going to get 90%
Yeah.
butane and 2% THC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
and actually what they found the problem to be is not the butane. What they found the problem to be is a type of vitamin E.
oh,
Vitamin E oil does not belong in your lungs. It will completely fuck them up.
Is it like an instant thing or is it over time?
It actually, well, it is over time, but it sounds like at the moment they're
Within,
presuming
like,
that
a
that's
cart.
not a very long time. Yeah, it's
Yeah, like I go through a
quite
cart in like
quickly.
3 days.
Sick.
yeah. So yeah, it's real bad.
Wish I could
Um,
afford carts. They're
yeah,
so
they're
nice.
pretty cool.
They're just so
Yeah.
expensive. I can't blow $40 every 3 days.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, those 3 days were the only I had 3 days off in a row, and actually nothing to do for once because I didn't have any school or anything. So
So you just got
that's the main
ripped.
reason. I would say like a week
Yeah.
and a half, maybe 2 weeks normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's not a big deal, or it's not as big a deal as people are making it out to sound to be like, oh, vaping's killing people now. Well, it probably contributed a little bit to the few deaths, but it sounds like the big thing was
It's
the
the
unregulated
fucking,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the unregulated bullshit. That's
To be fair,
exactly
it
what
kinda
it
is
is.
killing us still, but I don't know. That's
No,
just-
yeah.
I-
Yeah, no,
oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
but-
saying, yeah, it's not like the time of
It's-
reckoning has come. We're going to die from our fucking
If they care
pastry
that much,
clouds.
then ban cigarettes too. It'll be a terrible idea, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Yeah, whenever I heard that Michigan was banning vaping because they didn't want kids to, I'm like, you get what the
To
fuck?
be fair, it might.
I'm
be
not gonna retry
slowly
because I'm pretty
moving
sure I
there.
said it all.
Like we can't even smoke in town here. It's not enforced really. I don't think. I've gotten
No,
away with it,
I've
but,
never heard of it being
Yeah.
enforced.
but
I've
technically
literally
you can get
vaped in
fined
public
for
in
it.
front
Yeah.
of a cop.
Yeah, they don't care.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
I think
yeah.
the one
I
thing
do
they
it all the
wonder
time.
about is smoking right in front of a door that says, "Hey, don't smoke in front of this door."
Boy, yeah.
and they should be
I'd
because
hope.
like that,
yeah,
especially smoking. Like
outside though,
there
like,
is
dude,
nothing more
there's
shocking
Enough, there's
than
enough other shit. You're already fucked. Like
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
doing that much.
But
Like,
no, it's like
I kind of get public parks, but I also don't. Like, if you're walking up to next to other people's kids and fucking breathing smoke into their lungs, maybe. But realistically,
Yeah.
the fucking crosswinds carrying that away so goddamn fast. They're gonna get more off
Yeah.
the teacher's fucking clothes sitting in class.
yeah, probably. But no, there is nothing more shocking than walking out of a store expecting fresh air and just bam, nicotine. It's like
Yeah, cigarettes
Not what I
fucking
wanted.
smell pretty gross.
oh
Menthols
gosh, yeah,
don't.
horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like, okay, here's another reason why vaping is cheaper in the long run. So, if you smoke cigarettes in your house, let's just say a pack a day, and let's compare it to a Juul because a Juul pod is, supposed to be a pack a day or whatever. Then, if you smoke a pack a day, within a year, you are going to have to pay significant money to get whatever room you're smoking in your house to ever smell right again.
Oh, not only smell right, but look right, dude. You're probably gonna have to paint walls.
Honestly, I don't actually know how quickly
Well-
it takes for that yellow shit to accumulate.
It accumulates.
I don't think it takes longer than that. I mean, I've never
Yeah.
really noticed it.
I mean,
active in
yeah.
any of the houses I've lived with grandma.
But oh yeah, but no. What I am gonna say is
her car though, like you
I
can't
have-
even tell. But when I went to clean it to put her magic mount on, it was pretty bad. It took a
Okay,
long
yeah,
time.
you
Yeah.
told me about that.
It
yeah.
was. I went
And
through
how
like
it-
I went through like maybe like 10 to 15 wipies that were just black.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, I mean, I think vaping condensates on it condensates on the side of
Oh,
my
yeah,
door.
on the-
I don't know why.
That is bizarre.
It's
That is so
terrible.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spray like
So-
I guess I don't vape in there now because I don't really take my vape with me. If I were, I would rain exit.
No, if you care about
You-
your property values, don't smoke cigarettes. Smoke or just hit vapes. Juuls,
Yeah.
pods, tanks, RDAs, anything. Like it's there. It will never do the same amount
I'm
of
also
damage
like
to
not
your
allowed to
living
smoke
space.
here, and like vaping, like you're not really gonna get caught because it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, but speaking of, I actually know this guy.
Leaving my bong in my living room during
Who,
an inspection isn't
he
a
was
great
telling me
call,
that
though.
whenever he moved into his
Yeah.
apartment, he had to sign this thing that said, "I will not smoke cigarettes in here." And then he was like, "Oh, what about vaping?" And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'll put that on there." And he's just like, "Gosh, fucking damn it!" And guess what? The fee is
What?
if you get caught smoking, and they have to
What?
clean it. $10,000 fucking dollars.
That's not what?
Sounds like you shouldn't do it there.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said anything, and vaping definitely wouldn't cause $10,000 in damage.
No. Yeah, I even point that out to him. He's like, "Well, it's the same thing as smoking." And the guy's like, "What? No, it's not." Like, you gotta be pretty fucking dumb. Yeah, like it's definitely not even
If that
close.
does damage, then just cooking's going to, honestly.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, cooking already does so much fucking
Oh,
damage. Like,
It does. There are some places
grease,
that
yeah, it's disgusting.
there are some places that won't allow you to use spices if you rent.
Oh my god.
And it's mostly because of Indian spices like curry, like that.
Oh gosh.
That
It's
takes
permanent yellow
so
stain.
fucking long. Yeah, like that's as bad as smoking cigarettes, if not worse. And it's horrifying, dude, because of that.
I
And
did
it's
not
like
know that.
it takes forever.
Jeez, that's bananas. But no, I mean, like, oh my gosh, fucking cooking grease. You have to clean that off.
Oh
So
yeah.
girls like, "Oh, it's just grease, dude." No, it turns into like this sticky, goopy monstrosity. Like it's terrible.
It turns into a yellowish white solid because it's just fucking fat, you fucking monster.
Yeah, no, and like if it's
Like-
got impurities
Well,
in
it's
it,
gross.
which it
My
will after
fryer,
you cook with
it's
it,
not
like it just
cleanable anymore. We got like a used fryer that apparently I don't think it was ever really clean, and we didn't really ever clean
Yeah.
it. Like, I got the inside.
Was that your
mostly
air
clean,
fryer,
but
or was that a
I don't have an
like
air
a
fryer.
grease?
It's a grease fryer, but the outside of it
Okay.
has permanent grease on it, dude. We have these fucking we
Oh,
have these scrubs that are like
That's
it's
disgusting.
basically what is it? Steel wool, but inside of it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
super
Oh, Brillo.
strong. Yeah, it's super strong.
Oh,
grease
yeah.
and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that won't get it off either. It's on there.
yeah.
Dang.
It's
Okay,
hard.
so what
Fuck.
you can clean that if you want to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Um,
Just soak it in
do
acid
what?
for a little bit, dude. That'll solve
no.
the problem.
What you can do is you can just put soapy
Fuck.
water in there and then crank up
All
the
the
heat on it.
electronics are sealed in fucking plastic anyways. Just get one that doesn't attack metal. Boom, good.
Or you could do what I said. That would probably be
I
easier.
didn't even hear what she said. I was too busy thinking about the acid bath.
Fuck.
What I said was you can take like soapy water and crank the heat up on it, and just let it bake out. It'll help a lot, and it'll soften it up too.
Put it
Okay,
in my
speaking of
forge.
acid baths, I do not understand why people go to political fact checking websites anymore. Because like they've gotten to the point where
Because
they're just fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like
all
okay,
of them.
There's-
Yeah.
I mean, you should really just get article checking sites. Like,
yeah, or
there's
you
some
should
good
just
ones.
like
The only
yeah,
ones
or you
that
should
really
just
work
cross-reference
super good
shit.
is science, because all they'll do is like find every study on it and like try to find if
Yeah.
there's any proof or reliable info, and a lot of time there's
yeah.
not.
Whereas politics are a much more complicated.
Or
issue.
they're
But,
like,
okay,
yeah,
so,
they proved it, but it was done one time, and these 9 people said they couldn't replicate it.
yeah, you see that with so many studies. It's terrible.
It's pretty.
But no,
bad.
like okay, so the example that I was thinking of, you said something about an acid bath, and I back during like I think it was like the 2016 election
Were you
cycle.
given
Trump,
an acid bath?
yes, that's why my butthole is so soft now. Anyways,
Hot.
Trump said something, and okay,
Do you think you'd come out right
was-
after jumping into a fucking bath full of like LSD, like acid bath?
oh gosh, that sounds terrible. But no, okay, so what Trump said was
You wanna be
Hillary
the first one to do it.
acid
I'll give
washed.
you $50. I'll
Shut the
I'll
fuck
buy it for you if you do it.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways,
That's
okay,
a
so
couple
Trump said-
$1,000 gift, and you're just turning it down.
Yes, I am. Because I'm trying to talk.
I
you
don't
faggot.
care.
Fuck you.
I know. Okay,
Anyways.
go on.
Okay, so Trump said Hillary acid washed her servers. Obviously, that is totally metaphorical. That's hyperbole. That's so
Yeah.
obviously not literal. Like,
Like that she did it, or what he meant.
yeah, like it's not like he then said, "I have proof that it was sulfuric acid." Like it was just literally just there. Like obviously hyperbole.
I think at this point, the
Um,
dude just needs to like watch what he says. At this, like,
No, but this wasn't even like ridiculous thing to say. It was just he was just saying he's like she
Yeah.
deleted the shit on there to a point where nobody's gonna be able to get him off. That's all he was saying. In just a very hyperbolic fashion. And then fucking I believe it was Snopes. Somebody can fact check me on this. I believe it was Snopes that said that gave his tweet a false rating. Hillary did not use an acidic substance to clean her email servers. She merely deleted the emails.
I mean,
it's not.
at the same time,
inaccurate.
also, how many people do you think would just immediately be like, wow, she just like put him in an acid bath. She destroyed a lot of
Dude,
company
there's some
equipment
stupid fucking
or
people
federal
out there.
equipment.
Yeah, and
I mean,
There
I
are
would've read shit.
everywhere.
well,
Maybe I would have
here's the
read
thing. I
is
mean,
that-
if Snopes didn't get the joke,
Fuck.
then obviously there's people out there who don't get the joke either.
That's-
Like, I mean,
yeah,
it's as
that's
simple as
fair.
that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're dumb enough that you feel the need to take time out of your day to write an article clarifying a metaphor, that's a pretty obvious metaphor. Then there's definitely other people that are stupid as you.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, it's yeah.
Speaking of politics,
And I mean,
dude,
like it had been in the news cycle a ton. Hillary deleted her email server. Hillary wiped her email server. What are they going to do? Fact check people for saying that Hillary wiped her email server? Wrong. Hillary did not use a wet wipe on her server.
dude, you know what makes me even sadder about my
Yeah.
rifle getting stolen now? Now that we're talking
What?
about politics, I knew
What?
they were gonna get banned soon because they're just obviously, right? So I was gonna buy a fucking bump stock for it. I picked one out. I was gonna order it. I just wanted to fire one time because I'm like, I want to see what a bump stock is like. And sure a fucking enough.
And then it was stolen.
I can't. It's gonna be hard to ever get one again. Not that I cared. I wouldn't even have fucking got rid of it in the first place. I just would have put it in storage or something, not just left it sitting in my living room. Go shoot it once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, fuck that guy for stealing your gun.
Yeah. It's pretty gay.
Some gay shit.
Some
real gay shit.
Not even sure how I feel about the bump stock ban. Like, obviously, I don't think like you should just be able to easily turn your gun into an automatic firearm.
Yeah, and that's a fair point.
At the same time, I think you'd be better off without the bump stock if you wanted to kill a lot of people. You would hit more things.
I mean,
it's like one of the least accurate means of shooting.
I never got to shoot one, so I can't speak. But just from thinking about it a little bit, there's no fucking way, right? Like, there's no way that's a viable option.
No, it really isn't.
It really isn't, yeah.
It is if you have, like, a huge crowd. So, like, yeah, I guess it might prevent a few of the biggest shootings.
I don't know. It's just going to be more likely you hit more people. Like, your best bet is to, you still, like, want to hit things, right? Like, if you spray into a crowd versus just aiming chest level and going pop, 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 pop.
Well...
Yeah.
Here's also another thought. Maybe people wouldn't be trying to get bump stocks if you just made automatic weapons to a degree with a caliber limit.
That's
probably.
a bad idea. I'm just saying the bump stock isn't effective. Yeah. That's what makes it okay. I think the damage would be a lot worse if people had fucking I forgot the name of the gun. It's my favorite. Oh, the M27. This fucking long barrel, fully automatic.
Oh, well,
M16,
fuck yeah.
Basically. Yeah, just start fucking...
What?
I don't know, dude.
What?
Like, I don't think that would work out either.
Just blank out.
I mean, Missouri's gonna have it, but, like...
Quite possibly.
I don't really care.
And
I don't think it'll last the longest time in the world, but I'm sure as hell gonna buy them before... They're not illegal.
Wow.
Because I don't plan on shooting people. I just want to shoot at shit in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally like 90% of gun owners. Like, that's one of the things.
That really is. It's that or...
Yeah.
The only time I have to choose when I shoot.
Yeah, I mean... Fuck. It's almost entirely just I want to shoot out in the woods, or I want to make sure I don't get shot. Like, that's almost...
Yeah, I mean, like, self-defense, all that's kind of, like, dumb anyways. I just have a 9mm and a shotty.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't need something super crazy for self-defense.
You really don't want it either. Like, you're still liable if a bullet punches through your wall and hits something outside it's not supposed to.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like,
and I don't really care as long as it's not, like, human life or my neighbor's Ferrari.
I'm not even entirely convinced that a 9mm pistol won't punch through the fucking drywall.
It
might.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're pretty flat.
It depends on a lot of stuff too. It depends on where you're at, what the house is, how old it is. Like, if that is it just depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
Like, entirely, because that shit could not be up to code, and then you could just punch right through it, or it could be completely...
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
I live in my tent. What kind of gun cannot penetrate tent walls?
I preferably not...
It's a lead tent!
Preferably I'd not even shoot, honestly. In that situation, you're supposed to, like, kind of be on the aggressive mode, rather, but I don't want to pay for the fucking damage in the wall. Can you make him pay for it? Can I sue him for the damages? If he doesn't die.
If he's alive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not.
If he doesn't die.
About at that point.
I mean,
honestly, you would have. Okay, so
fair.
You would have a.
Not that robbers have estates.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that
also sue him so I can afford therapy, because I probably wouldn't be super thrilled about fucking blowing a guy's brains out in my living room.
Yeah, probably not.
That right there.
Also, you have to pay for the blood to get cleaned up. The police don't just do that for free. It's really expensive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't at all.
Fucking nasty.
It's really expensive, actually.
I'd probably just clean it myself, honestly.
I don't know. It's not super recommended. There's an extent, dude. If it's a fucking head pop in your living room, I don't think you want to clean that.
Oh, no. I can't do No, fuck that.
Well, that and also, what if they have an infectious bloodborne disease?
Yeah, that too, dude. Like, that dude just broke into your
That's
house.
that's the.
Maybe you can get the
And
police
then
to
you,
call
like-
you if he has HIV or not or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has
Lick
like
the
AIDS
wall.
blood.
We're like,
Yeah.
we don't have. There's no HIV in there, but his blood was 96% meth. We don't even know how he lived.
It just starts dissolving your wall.
We're pretty sure he was dead at that
Your
point.
cat
And meth
just
was
starts
just keeping
licking
his
it.
brain going to move his muscles.
Dude,
Oh,
I didn't realize
fuck.
how like acidic meth was. Like one of my buddies was like telling me about like this guy that he met that like
Why do you think
had
it
like
fucks
tried
up
to
their
boof
teeth?
some meth. Oh no, yeah, but like to me
Well,
that was
that
like,
and also
oh, well,
because
it's
they don't
it's
just
piping
brush their
hot,
It
teeth.
so,
literally
yeah.
like fucking tears down the enamel off your teeth and then like fucks off the bone on the outside and then
Yeah.
just gets super infected.
Well,
But no, like this
That-
one guy like tried to smuggle some in his ass and it like was bare and it like literally
Ooh.
dissolved his rectum. Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Turned to fucking goop. Yeah. Terrible for you. It's a terrible substance. Never do it.
Well, okay,
I mean,
so
that's
the
a
thing
given,
that
but like
okay, so the thing that freaks me out about it is the fact that the reason why people feel euphoria from it is because it makes your synapses work so hard that they just get burnt out. Literally getting happy because it's distracting you from the fact that you are destroying individual portions.
damn. That's fucking
So-
nuts. That is
that's-
that is fucking nuts.
That is the most reason, because I can't think of another drug that does it. Can either of you?
Not to that magnitude.
Nope. Crocodile will do it with your arms, I guess.
I don't even know how crocodile's pleasurable. It's
Neither
like
do
fucking
I.
gasoline and heroin. Or morphine.
Well, I mean,
Either
that's-
way, yeah.
That's all you had to say, Patrick. Gasoline and morphine. Delicious.
Yeah, it's fucking hideous. So glad it's like not really that much of a thing.
Confined.
So
Yeah, it's confined to areas like Jenkum.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that like we actually have very little like solid evidence that Jenkum is actually a thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
What's
Like there's
Jensen?
shit and piss fermented in a bottle and then like it blows into a balloon like a whippet and then you fucking inhale it.
Oh, that, and sometimes some people just put it in like a plastic bag. That's how it's usually done.
Jeez.
And what is documented is it's just shit and piss in a plastic bag, and then you breathe in a balloon.
Yeah. But no, yeah, like there's like sketchy evidence on it. Like I don't think it's ever been videoed, someone doing it, and like the one guy early on in the 2000s, that like is like the first known like user of it in America. He wasn't able to like take a picture of himself while doing it because he didn't realize that it would knock him out. So like, yeah, he didn't actually like have any evidence that he did it. He has evidence that he made it, but then like
But not that
but then there like became like a media firestorm because there was like rumors online of it like popping up in schools, even though there's like no legal record of this happening. And yeah, so the original guy like changed his story and was like, nah, it was like this, and chemical, and yeah, it was just fake. Yeah, no, I don't smoke poop. I don't smoke poop and pee-pee. Not me. He was probably just covering his ass because he was like a kid, dude. He was like 17. He was like living with his mom. I don't know how he got away with it because he like fermented it like on their front porch or something. I was like, what the fuck? It's so gross. Such a horrible thing. Nobody ever tried Jenkum. Even though we want to know if it does exist, like in use.
Don't try Jenkum, but if you've already done Jenkum, feel
Tell
free
us
to
about
tell
it.
the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely. Alrighty. Well,
Flip.
I earlier today had suggested a recommendation segment
Yes.
where we can recommend something to the other person or to the other people on here. It can be anything, really, is what I was thinking.
being so
Something
gay.
to... Fuck. I don't know how that's gonna work out, boys.
Neither do I. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a wife, so I mean, like, it shouldn't be an issue, but it is. It's embarrassing.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that too much.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
like-
that's true. Yeah, lots of gay guys have wives.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so who wants to recommend something first?
you guys should check out Victoria 2 or CK2 EU4. I think you guys would like it. Jeremiah, I think you'd really fucking like it if you just...
It was what?
Victoria 2, CK2, or EU4. They're grand strategy video games. It's pretty great. It's cool.
Crusader
Kings. It's like yeah. So Crusader Kings, I think you'd probably like more. It's like a medieval RPG, so it's way more focused on the person.
Yeah.
Victoria 2 is an entire country, and EU4 is also a country, but it's more of like a...
Okay.
EU4 is... But yeah, definitely great games.
Okay.
You guys would really enjoy them. But yeah.
Yeah. Jeremiah, do you want to recommend something?
Scopolamine.
Fuck yourself.
Motherfucker.
Oh gosh,
honestly,
no. Scopolamine scares me.
Uh,
It's real scary.
yeah, it's just a mind control drug, basically.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. It's like if I ever like have like some sort of period in my life where I just like black out and I don't know what's like happened or something, like if I have like short-term memory loss, I'll just be like, what the fuck? Who's scopolamine me? What did I do? Who did I kill?
Fuck. I'm reading about
you're
this.
completely lucid when it happens. Most of the people report seeing it, like remembering everything that happened. They just like...
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Didn't do anything about it.
That's fucked. That's real fucked.
Holy
They
fuck.
have
But
like
okay,
weird
for real,
blackouts in their memory, but not like not all of it.
Used to treat motion sickness and post-operative.
Yeah, it's actually really good at treating motion sickness. They give it to astronauts.
Fucking. Well, that is...
Anyways, Jeremiah, do you actually have a legitimate recommendation that isn't a controlled substance?
How about you go first?
Okay. I recommend, and a lot of people probably see this online, but I want to just go ahead and say it myself. I recommend The Boys on Amazon Prime. It is the best superhero show I have seen since Daredevil Season 1.
You said it's called The Boys?
The Boys. It is excellent. It is actually based on a comic book. I did not know this until this evening. It ran for like 6 years. The comic book. The show is new. It just came out recently. It's basically a superhero show that is anti-superhero. Because in the show,
are they like...
Sorry, what was your question?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I was gonna ask. Are they anti-heroes or are they like?
I would say more than Deadpool, like sex offender level.
Yeah, no, it's quite graphic. Yeah, it's very lurid.
Okay.
But
then,
no,
yeah.
so the premise of it is basically that the superheroes in this universe are all part of this big corporation called Vought, and Vought is largely capitalizing off of the publicity that they can get from this. So media attention, social media attention, making them star in like films, TV shows, motivational speeches, stuff like that. There's even one of them that one of the superheroes that is kind of like a youth speaker for like this big like fake evangelical ministry type thing. And one of the things that you see early in the show is him. He can stretch. He's basically the stretchy guy from the Fantastic Four. Anyways, he's super fucking gay though.
Okay, always good.
Yeah, and of course that ends up getting used as blackmail against him. But no, it's a really fantastic show, and it basically centers around like this group of vigilantes that kind of sort of work for the CIA, but like not really. They looking at taking down the superheroes because they're really terrible people who are abusing their power.
My favorite one
Because
is
they're
still
a
the
bunch
guy
of
with
corporate
the
hacks.
invisible skin, and they just put C4 in his ass.
Yeah, no, it's fucking insane. Yeah, the first hero that they kill, we'll go and spoil this because it's only like 3 episodes and it's 8 episodes. gonna spoil it. If you don't want to hear spoilers, kill it.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Yeah.
But no, there's this hero, translucent, and he can become invisible because his skin is like this weird like carbon mesh thing. So it's also incredibly invulnerable. And they capture him, trying to get like info out of him, and then they decide to kill him.
Off, and I've already heard this.
Okay.
What?
Oh, never mind.
What?
Keep going.
What?
Yeah, fuck you. Anyways, so what he does, what they do to kill this guy is, they're like, wait a second, it's only his skin that's indestructible, probably. So they knock him unconscious, and then they shove C4 up his butthole.
What the fuck?
And then one of them eventually detonates him, and he just turns into a fine red fucking mist. Fucking jar of raspberry jam shot with a fucking 12 gauge.
Fuck me.
I mean, everywhere. Yeah, it's
Same.
incredibly gory. There's like lots of sexual assault in the show. But yeah, no, it's really fucking good. Exactly.
Yeah.
If Game
By
of
the
Thrones
way,
taught me anything,
my recommendation
It's
I sort of
murder
recommend
and
the
sex.
100. It might not. I think it might not. Yeah, that weird character development I was telling you about, Patrick. Yeah,
Yeah.
they doubled down on it, so I'm not sure.
oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounded real bad.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, they ruined a character arc just like
Okay,
I'm not ruining it, but like Jamie Lannister level.
Yeah.
Oh
Character
fuck!
arc.
I've watched. I think I watched the first. Never kept going.
It's pretty good.
But-
It gets really interesting.
Okay. So
It gets a
To
lot
go into.
crazier.
See, okay, I don't want to sound like snobbish, and I want this to be taken.
Well, there's also like
sort
this
of a
weird
larger-
subplot with these weird AI that made the City of Light, and they're the ones who set off the nukes or something. Like, it's not like
It's always
Persian,
the
but
fucking
they're
AI.
like,
oh shit.
yeah, but they're like giving people these little tabs to eat and making other people spread it, and it just gets
Jeez.
rid of their pain, and you can no longer die. I think you're like uploaded to the cloud or something. It's really fucking weird. I don't know what's happening with that yet.
That's pretty.
That's fucking weird. But no, okay, I don't want to sound like a snob, and I don't want I do want this to be taken in sort of a very large sense. But after watching Game of Thrones, I have a very hard time taking dialogue in most other shows seriously.
Oh my god, books are so hard now.
Really?
If you read the book,
I haven't read any books.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, for one, all I had was the high school library, so I can't go off like a lot of books. But there was
Yeah.
nothing
I guess
that
that's-
could read.
that's
Even
fair.
stuff that was supposed to be really, really good. Nah, man, like his dialogue just seemed actually like real, and all the dialogue just
Yeah.
feels like shitty. It feels like I'm watching shitty actors act.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's okay. That's one thing. I feel like I'm seeing more like big name movie stars starring in shows, and I think that's because like there's a
Well, even if
lot
they
more
act well,
companies
like, the
making shows
dialogue
now. Yeah.
can just fuck them. Hell, it can even.
Oh
fuck-
yeah, it totally can.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, an actor is rarely going to be better than a shitty script and a shitty director. Like, those two things are bad. You are fucked unless you are some sort of just acting savant. Like,
There's
I mean,
some
it's
people
yeah,
that can just make it worth it. Like
yeah.
in the Game of Thrones,
Like, with a degree
wasn't
of
great,
improv,
the
yeah.
actors still did fan-fucking-tastic.
Wait, which movie did you say?
Game of Thrones, like in the last season, like the actors were still.
Oh
good.
yeah. No, it's everybody's hating on Game of Thrones season 8. I have a lot of issues with.
Well,
it too,
that's the
but it's
thing. No
like-
one's hating on the actors. That's why everyone was mad for the actors defending the
Mhm.
writers. But like, obviously, they're gonna do that. They're not gonna career nuke
Oh,
themselves.
yeah.
And that was all very tongue in
Yeah.
cheek, especially Peter Dinklage's. He was visibly.
Everyone's mad
And-
at. I can't remember who plays Sansa, but 'cause she really doubled down on it
Yeah.
being good, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And she got mad. She was like mad at the fans because they're like, "We all worked really hard on this," but everyone's like, "Fuck you! We're not mad at you. You guys acted fine. We're mad at the show's writing. We're mad at getting one less season and fucking the show."
Yeah.
Now they're
Yeah.
off to go. Hopefully, they're not off to go ruin Star Wars because the Mandalorian looks really fucking cool.
Oh yeah. But no,
And
okay,
the Obi-Wan show is confirmed.
I know.
and it's starring-
so
I
Ewan
know,
McGregor.
yeah.
Wait, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Wait, is it?
Wait, yeah, it is.
Hold on, let me double check.
But no, okay. Even Game of Thrones at its absolute worst and I mean absolute worst, I would still rather watch than half the stuff on TV. Because it's just
Yeah.
even if it's not that great, like it still has like a lot of
Oh
really
yeah, no, it is
interesting
Ewan
context behind it.
McGregor. Hell yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was begging for years to come back as Obi-Wan, which is
Okay,
so
he
good
was
because he's
low
like,
key, high key, one of the best actors in the whole.
yes,
Like
Yeah.
honestly, trilogy. Like,
Yeah, he would.
people try to defend the original trilogy. That doesn't make them good actors just because it was a good movie. They weren't that fantastic.
Yeah, it's.
yeah,
The other
Yeah,
one I
and
would
it
say is
definitely got better as it
Qui-Gon,
went on,
and
yeah.
then slim pickings from there. I guess Padme did fine.
Natalie Portman was basically a
Hayden
wooden
Christensen did
doll.
okay if you ignore episode 2.
Fuck, pretty much.
You said if you
Yeah,
episode
it was.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 2
Oh,
hurt me
gosh.
physically. I'm not sure if it was more a lot of it was him and his weird rape face he made, like that weird intense stare.
Yeah.
And the other part was George Lucas's really bad dialogue.
I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets
Irritating.
everywhere.
Dude, I remember
Okay,
when me and
Anakin, you
Hayden
can fuck me
rewatched
now.
episode 2. I have so many
Oh,
insane
fuck.
Snapchats of me like, what is this fucking face? It's creepy as shit, and he's just staring Padme down.
Dude, okay, they seriously could have made it 10 times less creepy if they just cut the dialogue and just let the John Williams score go. Just let that go. Because
Yeah,
that
it
movie
just-
did have a pretty good score from John Williams.
Oh fuck yeah, John
Yeah,
Williams.
Like, man, like, I don't care what you say about Star Wars. As long as John Williams is involved in some way, like, it's gonna be tolerable. Like,
Yeah.
his music fucking made
Yeah.
that fucking, like, it's great.
Star Wars has
Absolutely
some pretty great
great.
music.
It really.
Yeah, like,
I will also
okay, at
add
this point,
it's really fucking hard music too. We were
yeah, a lot of it is,
Mr.
yeah.
Fox got the fucking stuff for some band to play it in high school, and he's like, "Yeah, no, we're not playing this." And I took a look at it, and I see why. It was pretty bad. There was only one
Yeah,
Star Wars
John
song we
Williams
got
is
to
an
play,
excellent
and that's
composer, yeah.
because when we were at Disney, they gave us custom sheet music they made that was like an easier version of the Duel of Fates. But it
That's
was, yeah, it
still
was
probably
really
pretty
fun
hard.
to play. I was actually
Yeah.
really mad because I didn't want to play because I knew they were going to make us, and I just didn't want to. So I kind of low-key purposely forgot my instrument because I was in color guard, and I was like, I'm not even sure if I have to. Maybe I'll just slip away with them instead when they don't do their
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, no, that's not
Yeah.
how it worked out. They were actually, I just still had to go and just sit there, and then they're like,
Oh,
they're playing
man.
and stuff. I'm like, not really that angry. I was kind of zoning out. I was real tired anyways. And then I see them passing
Fuck.
around the Phantom Menace. I'm like, are you fucking? I fucked up. we
Piece
still
of
played it
shit.
when we got back, so I lost nothing.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
But yeah, no,
But,
like,
but-
okay,
We're at an hour. And
honestly,
2 minutes.
at this point, Marvel is probably a more well-rounded series. Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is probably a more well-rounded series than Star Wars is, and it's
Oh
definitely
yeah, actually,
been
no,
more
highly
profitable.
recommend Legion. Crazy shit.
yeah. But anyways,
X-Men
like,
World, but only the psychics. Completely ridiculous. Think of the most powerful psychic you could possibly imagine that can create new worlds in his mind, and then make him
yeah, that's fucking
have
nuts.
one of the worst
Yeah.
cases of schizophrenia.
Yeah.
That.
But like,
And
okay,
then
the
be
Star
told
Wars
he
universe.
doesn't have
Combination.
it and get convinced that he's fine.
Yeah.
And then
No,
finally
Star Wars
snap.
will always have better music than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That is my primary gripe with Marvel movies. Actually,
Is there music? Yeah,
music is
Okay.
trash.
that's
It is absolute garbage, except for Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously.
Yeah, well, I mean, they couldn't fuck that up. It was just fucking catchy 70s
It was
music.
just excellent. It was just an excellent playlist. That's all. Yeah.
No, it's great. I
Yeah,
like
it was
all those
pretty
songs.
good, yeah.
I was really happy
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
When I first watched that, and the first thing they fucking opened with was "Come and Get My Love," I was like, "This is gonna be a good movie."
Yeah. I was just like, fuck yeah.
And him just dancing to it and crushing fucking.
Oh yeah,
rats.
yeah. No, it's great. It's such a
The second
characterful
movie wasn't
yeah.
as great in my opinion, but I still really liked it.
I actually liked the second movie more.
A lot of people say that. I just didn't recognize as much of the song, so I didn't have as much nostalgia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm a basic
No,
bitch.
for
I didn't
me,
know a lot.
what really made the second movie soundtrack stand out was whenever they played "The Chain" by Fleetwood Mac. That movie has got, or excuse me, that song has got such a badass fucking guitar solo in the middle of it. Like, it's so fucking good, and it's catchy. It's easy. Excuse me. It's easy to sing along to. It's a good song, and
One
it
of these
fit the
days, I'm
moment
gonna
well.
sit down and learn green gas on the acoustic guitar. I'll show you that when we're done with this. But actually, we should
Fuck
probably
yeah.
be done. We're at an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even
Well,
uploaded the other one. That needs to happen. I was gonna do it after this, but it's already 10.
Yeah.
that's okay. Well,
Good episode though.
All right. Well,
Yeah, it's good
bye
episode.
everyone.
Bye.
yeah, well, bye.